Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to show you guys how I quickly get ready. This is a routine I've been doing every single day on my way to school, to work. I'm just now heading out to babysit. This is really like my everyday go-to look. Everything is pretty affordable with the exception of one item that I can't live without, and I'm going to share that with you as well. So if you just want a very simple, easy makeup look that just spruces you up a little bit, that's what I'm going to show you today. So let's get started. So before getting ready, I do moisturize my skin, but one thing that I recommend that I cannot live without and that I tell every single person, it does not matter your skin type, your color, it doesn't matter. Sun is damaging, so you need to go in with a sunscreen. This one is from Elta MD Skincare. It's a UV broad spectrum. This is SPF 41. It does say to apply it every 2 hours, but I just apply it before I do my makeup. So I just take a little bit of that on my fingers. And I mostly apply it onto the areas that are going to get the most sun, which is obviously forehead, nose, possibly chin. But as you can see, it kind of has a light tint to it, so it goes on skin color whenever you put it on. It doesn't add any coverage or anything, and it dries down really nice. It is not oily whatsoever. It feels just like a face lotion, really. I love this one. It is the one that I've used the most and does not break me out whatsoever. The next thing that I go in with is like my high-end can't live without product, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape. I like this so much better than any other concealers because it does not crease on me and lasts forever. I work a lot of 12-hour shifts, and this will literally still be on at the end of the night, and I don't know how it does that, so I went ahead and repurchased a new one because I just love them so much. So I was using the shade Light, which now I've been getting a lot of spray tans lately, so it is a little bit too light for me. So I tried a new shade this time, and this is Light Neutral. That concealer, and I like to put it underneath my eyes, a little bit on my eyelids, and then I will cover up any blemishes, and this stuff is super pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And then I like to blend that out with a brush. This is from Morphe. It is the E.l.f. brush, but it's just a dense concealer brush. And I kind of go on with stippling motions to begin. And I just pat that in. You can also just use your finger, whatever works. I just like using a brush so my hands don't get dirty. And you can also add a second layer and it doesn't cake up if you would like to. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more to this inner corner and then like a slight pop on that spot. You can see just how much coverage that concealer gives me. I've also used other concealers that are full coverage, but without foundation on, they look really strange. And for some reason, I don't know how they did it, this Tarte Shape Tape looks nice and full coverage, but it blends into the skin so well that you can't see like a big line of demarcation where you have your concealer and then your regular skin. So that's why I love this one. And then to set that, I will go in with a little bit of this Fit Me powder. This is the shade Fair Clair, and I like to use this Morphe brush, which is the M438 brush, just a little tapered guy. And this concealer is really great because it does not crease, so you have like plenty of time to set the under eye. I like to set any place I put concealer, I mostly set. I'll go in with a little bronzer next, and this is a City Bronzer from Maybelline, and I got this in the shade 100, I believe. I don't see a name, so I'm gonna go with 100. And then I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. One thing about having a low maintenance makeup routine are the brushes. I have more brushes than what I'd like, so I'm really gonna look at getting maybe like a double-ended brush or something that has like a concealer end and then like a bronzer end. So if you guys know any of those, please leave a link or just even a comment down below, and I'm gonna take a look at those because I feel like that could really help me in my like easy, low maintenance makeup routine that I've been doing lately. So I really like this powder. It just blends into the skin really nicely. It doesn't pull anywhere. I'll add a little bit of my nose to warm everything up. Moving on to blush, the blush I've been using that I love the way it looks on your skin is the Milani Luminoso blush. It is not new, but it's new to me, and I absolutely love the way it makes it look, but I will say that this does not last very long on my skin. So if I'm going for something that's gonna last, like if I am working my 12-hour shifts, I'll usually go in with a little bit of this first, which is just my Tarte Blush Bazaar palette. And I'll just take a couple colors in here, honestly I can mix like 5 or 6 or whatever, pop it on my cheek so that way my color will last, but then I go over top with the Milani. So I don't do this every day. If I'm just in a hurry, I'll just go with Milani and just quickly add some colors to my cheeks, but since I have a little bit of time today, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a couple colors from the Tarte. I love blush, so I kind of go heavy with the blush, and then I'll just take a little bit of that luminoso, pop it on my cheeks, and that's what gives me that really pretty, just rosy shine. It looks so healthy. I like to do it on my nose a little bit too, which I know some people probably think is weird, but I like the way it looks. That is it for the face. Because I use that highlighted blush, I don't even have to go in with any highlighter, which just makes my routine a little bit more convenient. Next, I'll go in with this Walking on Eggshells Wet n Wild palette, and this was like $2. I just find it so convenient. It fits into my little makeup bag if I'm ever traveling, and it has really every color that I need. So I'm gonna go in with that light transition shade on a BH Cosmetics 101 brush, and I really just throw this into the crease. I don't have much precision with this. I will just slop it in there. I've also discovered that this transition shade is like the exact same shade as my Maybelline City Bronzer. I know that they don't really look like it on the camera, but in person they are literally the exact same shade. So if you're in a rush, you could just do this step while you're doing your bronzer, which I've done before too. So after I just throw that in, the next thing is all with your hands. I will take a little bit of this deep shade just on my middle finger here, and I will just start pouncing it into like the outer half of my eyelid. And I don't really go into the crease too much. Purposely, my finger will kind of just naturally blend it into the crease, but I mostly just pat and then lightly swipe on the outer corner. And I'll do that on the other eye. And then I'll just go back in with that brush that I used first and just slightly blend out those edges. Next thing that I'll do is just take my ring finger, and I'm just gonna mix this light pink shade with a little bit of this light, it's like a brow bone highlight. I just use it on that 1/3 on the inner corner of my eye, and then just lightly blend it into the darker shade that we put on the outer corner. And just like that, you are completely done with your eyes. Next thing is brows. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. cream eyeliner. And this is in the shade brown. This is actually in the shade coffee, but I mean, it's brown. And then I'll put it on my BH Cosmetics 13 brush. It's a double-ended spoolie side, and then the brow definer side. I spoolied out my eyebrows. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit closer to my mirror. And then I just lightly fill in wherever I see sparse areas. I don't have to define my eyebrows so much, so a pomade works well, but if you would like a little bit more precision and defining, maybe a little thin pencil would work for you. When I go to the front of my brow, I kind of like to make sure that there's not a lot of product on it. So that's why I always start like 2/3 out, do the tail end, and then I come back to this inner corner just to give it a little bit of color and definition, but it won't be too harsh. If I'm in a hurry, I'll skip this step, but for today, I'm gonna go in with my Great Lash Maybelline New York Clear Translucent Gel, and I'm just gonna run this through my eyebrows. This is not necessary, so if I'm in a hurry, I'll just skip this step. And then before I do mascara, I will go in with a setting spray. This is really just to help my dry skin. I have really dry skin, so if I use a little bit of a water misting spray, I think it looks better throughout the day and keeps me a little bit more hydrated. So I've been loving this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. It smells delicious. It actually looks great on the skin. The mist is really fine. Can you even see how fine that is? Oh, and I just do a couple sprays of that. And then I do that before my mascara so that there's no transfer or bleeding. But if you want to be bold and daring, you can do it after your mascara. So the next step, I will curl my eyelashes and do a little bit of mascara, and then we are pretty much done. The one that I've been using a lot lately is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, and I actually love this. It gives me volume, it gives me length, it doesn't flake, it wears great all day. But because I did buy a new mascara yesterday, I really want to use this one. So this is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara in black. I've heard great things about this, and it was on sale for this month, so I went ahead and picked it up. And so I'm gonna use this today, but I did just want to call out that this CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara is really great, and I would give it a try. This actually feels and is looking very similar to the Exhibitionist mascara that I love, so that is a good sign. Let's compare the wands real fast. So this one is a little bit more dried out because I've had it for a while. So this is a comparison of the wands. I was thinking they were similar, but they're actually quite not similar. This one is a lot shorter bristles. It's denser. It has some clumping mascara, but I would blame that more on the formula than the wand. And this one is really straight. Bristles are a little bit longer and more spaced out. But as far as the result it's giving me is pretty much the exact same. So I'm gonna keep going. The formula seems to be slightly more watery than the Exhibitionist, and therefore I feel like it's slightly more messy. Like I got a little bit here. I wouldn't completely blame that on the formula because I usually get it there, but underneath my lower lash line I have quite a few spots that I feel like are just from blinking, and so that is something that's slightly different than the Exhibitionist. But this isn't a mascara review, I just was interested in this one. But I really like the way my eyelashes turned out. The final step is lip gloss, but I actually left my favorite lip gloss in my bag over there. Okay, this is the one that I love. I just feel like it's so comfortable, it adds a little bit of color, but doesn't feel sticky, doesn't feel tacky, it wears really well. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. Urgh, I put oil on my hands, so now I can't open anything. Okay, here we go. So I think that really makes the look pull together. This mascara is also taking a little bit longer to dry than my other one. So I'm just gonna take a Q-tip that I used probably yesterday, and I'm going to lightly go underneath my eyes where I feel like that mascara has touched. And it cleaned up really nicely. I am super happy with this makeup look. I mean, this is what I normally do, but my mascara turned out the way that I like it. And with that being said, that is the finished makeup look that I do every single day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys found some products that you like and you will try out this routine as well. Let me know down below what your favorite product is. Doesn't have to be from this video, just in general. I've been really wanting to try new makeup products. So let me know if you have any recommendations that I should try out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching.